gardener, and I've just been pulling out my rocket. It seems to have rocketed off to seed. It's actually quite pretty, in a pretty sort of a way, but I think I'm going to give this lot to the chickens. They'll love it. But it's not so much salad weather anymore. You may notice I'm wearing a jumper. It's getting cold. Actually, my fingers are really cold. We had a bit of a, like last week it was so hot. We had the fan on at night to try and get to sleep because it was so hot, and then all of a sudden, boom, we had this cold snap. It was freezing. There was snow all up and down the country, not where we are though, on the mountains in the middle of the North Island, and a lot of the South Island were just covered in snow, and it's too early for that. So our Indian summer just went poof, just like that. It's warming up. It's not as cold as it was earlier in the week, and oh my gosh, we had so much rain. I'll show you the rain meter thingy. It's in inches though, because I got it when I was in America and I don't know how to convert it. So it takes complicated maths. I can't do that. I'm a gardener. So we had a lot of rain, which has been really good for the garden. But of course all the weeds and all the grass have grown prolifically. I should have filmed yesterday for you guys. The weather was absolutely beautiful. One of those blue sky autumn days. But oh, there's just so much going on, I just didn't get the chance. I haven't actually achieved a lot in the garden this week. I've got my excuses. I'll give them to you. The first one is it is still school holidays. The kids go back on Monday, which will be very good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love having them around, but it'd be good to be able to just focus wholly and solely on the garden because it's getting a bit neglected. The other thing is we went away for the weekend with the children and had an amazing time, but on the way home, trying to eat local, we avoided like the normal fast food places to get our lunch and went somewhere that looked local and ended up with a tummy bug. So I can't remember being so sick. It was awful. So I've lost a bit of time to travel and illness and preparing. I'm speaking this weekend at a Go Green Expo. So that's 2 days I'm speaking on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be loads of cool things to see and do there. So I'm actually quite excited to have a bit of a poke around myself and see if there's any solutions that can help me in the garden. And then, so the poor garden, just neglected. So luckily it's autumn, because if it was spring, I'd be completely stuffed. Oh, thank you. Is that for me?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
my hands are so cold. Isn't he lovely? Andy digs. Oh. But what I am doing at the moment is I'm weeding things out slowly and surely. And the thing is, my potatoes, I think they might be ready, but I'm not sure because I didn't label them. Again, you think I'd learn? Oh, this is so lovely. So I've got this problem with my potatoes. Now I planted one row on Boxing Day, I know that. And then I planted another 3 rows shortly thereafter, but I can't remember what they are. I think they're Rua and maybe Maris Anchor, but I can't be sure. But because I don't really know what they are, I don't know how long they're supposed to be in there. And it's been 110 days since Boxing Day. And so I'm thinking maybe if I leave it another 10 days, so it's 120 days, that's a good average time for potatoes. And then I'll just dig them up and it'll be what it'll be. And then I'll just have to like see how they go in the cooking when I cook them, whether they fall apart when I try and boil them or not. I'll soon find out. But yeah, so you'd think I'd learn. You think I'd learn because potatoes, I stuffed it up twice this year. The key is label everything and write it all down because you think you'll remember. You always will. I mean, I have actually forgotten in between taking a plant out of its pot and digging the hole, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I got here? Oh, my memory is like a sieve. So yeah, it's really important to write things down so that you don't have mistakes. Well, it's not so much a mistake, it's just an unknown adventure. But come and have a look at the garden, see how it's changed, see how little I've done in this ever increasing cold weather. Oh. Right. I tidied up my peas. When I say I tidied up my peas, I dug up all the unevenly germinated ones and put them all together in a nice little row. I do like order. And then in the gaps, I sowed some more. So we shall have almost like a involuntary succession of peas. But then that will follow on the back of these ones. They are ready. Check this out. Oh, that looks like a good one. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Actually, am I going to be able to open this one-handed? Let's see. Let's see if I can. No. Look at that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 peas in that pod. And guess what? They are really yummy. Oh. Yum. Yum. I love fresh peas. Now, do you remember that artichoke I showed you last week? Look how much it has grown in a week. It has just sprung up. So it's just absolutely amazing how it responds to like a good rain. There's nothing like rain to make a garden grow. I mean, watering does it, but rain is better. Okay, so I don't know what this is in metric because I'm not very good at maths. But that's just over 1.5 inches on Monday and Tuesday. So that's quite a lot of rain, I think. But the garden's just loving it. I love it when the garden takes care of itself. I try so hard all summer to get dill and coriander to grow without bolting. And then when it does bolt, I go, and give up on it. And check this out. It's taking care of it all by itself. I didn't do any of this. I didn't plant any of these. I love it when the garden looks after itself. The brassicas I planted the other week are doing really well. And look, this little kohlrabi. He's bulbing up nicely. It's looking good. Oh, there's another one over there. Don't know if you can see him. There he is, look. Bulbing up nicely. Well, the crickets aren't liking this cold weather so much. They're not making as much racket at night. Well, the Swedes have popped up. Hooray! Not too long now, and I'll be able to find out what they taste like. Picking these guys is turning into a never-ending task. There are so many peppers and chilies. Now, this is one of the ricotta. They don't seem to have turned, there's a few there, they don't seem to have turned red yet, but when they do, I'll cut one open for you. I'll be wearing gloves because they have black seeds. They're a pepper with black seeds. It's very interesting and very hot. They are so hot. Oh my gosh, speaking of hot, look at that. Habaneros. Why do I grow them? These are the seedlings I planted the other day. My kohlrabi and my collard greens are doing so well. My rainbow bee, not so well. There's only one. And no sign of the spinach, the pepper, oh, and one artichoke. Hello? What you doing in here? Hello? What you doing here? Is this the warmest place in the whole house? In the greenhouse. You've got it sorted. School goes back next week. And their seedlings look magnificent, so I'll be taking them along. So the kids' garden, the kids' plants are looking amazing. They're lush, they're healthy, they're incredible. But we won't be planting them out this week because I'll take them to school, but we won't be planting them out because this week is commemorates Anzac Day, which is this year it's 100 years since the First World War, and in particular Gallipoli. So where we lost so many young men, brave young men, and so we will be celebrating that at school with our Anzac ceremony. They do that every year. It's absolutely fabulous. It's very moving. But what we're going to do this year that we have not done before. Can you not lick because you're wobbling my camera? Thank you. So what we're doing this year is we are we have got these disposable paper cups, and we're going to plant poppy seeds into them for the kids at the end of the ceremony. They're going to come along and make a pot each, so that they can. And now's the perfect time. You sow your Flanders poppies in April, and then in the summer you get beautiful colour. So they'll be able to make their own poppy flowers and take them away, and take them away to the home and remember in the summer as well as tomorrow, this week. So that should be exciting. So next week we'll probably be talking about potatoes, hopefully. If there's any in there. No, there should be. I just hope it doesn't get too much colder either. I mean, this weather, that cold spike just took us by surprise. So, but what I need to do for tonight is we're having a bit of a party. Our Eat Local project is going really well, apart from the bit of a, issue earlier in the week. Anyway, so what we've decided to do is invite some friends over. So we've got 4 couples coming over who are equally foodie minded, although probably not as crazy as me. And they're farmers. They grow their own food. They make their own cheese. They take care of their own animals and things like that. So basically bringing these couples together, and we're having a local meal where everyone's going to bring something that they've sourced or provided themselves. It should be quite entertaining to see what other people come up with under the local rules. But the thing is, it hasn't actually been that difficult for us. I mean, I cooked this amazing chili last night, beef chili. The beef was from the butcher and it was local. But everything in this incredible beef chili stew was from the garden except the cumin. It was incredible. And it's so fresh and the flavours were amazing. So we're having this dinner party. So I probably need to sneak off into the garden to find out what I'm going to prepare. I'm sport for choice. So I've got to come up with something that's creative, delicious, and will showcase local food at its best. So it's going to be quite interesting. I'll blog about it at some point as well. So check out my blog. Of course I'll blog about it. So that's probably it for today because I've got so much to do today. So cooking and preparing for this meal, and also preparing for the talk on the weekend, which is going to be so exciting. So come again next time for the potatoes. And thanks so much for watching. It's been, it'll be better next week. There'll be more action because I will have been able to find time for the garden. I have scheduled it in. It's in my calendar. Garden for days on end, hopefully. So yeah, so come again soon. Take care and see you soon. Bye.